Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this third hour of session 58, the last and final episode of A Song of Tara. And we are heading out to Tara, actually, where it is time to see what is going to happen with the charge. I wouldn't say of the Light Brigade, because in this case they're most definitely heavily armored knights. So let's
The
just
charge
say
of
that. Go on, please.
the charge of the Wolf Brigade.
Yes, the charge of the Heavy Brigade, because there was actually such a thing as at Balaclava as well. Ba-doom-tsh. Don't mess with me. I've got a degree in history.
Balaclava, isn't that a cake? No, that's baklava.
Yes, but that's baklava. Balaclava is a form of clothing.
Yes.
And it was incidentally named for, of all things, a kind of clothing that was worn by the soldiers at Balaclava during the Crimean War. Specifically, the soldiers, and hold on, now it gets really funky, the soldiers of Lord Cardigan. And yes,
yes.
he also gave name to that particular piece of clothing from the Crimean War. So now on that little note of history lessons, let's move on here, guys.
Yep.
You are faced with a slowly but inexorably moving, onrushing tide of the foulest evil imaginable, and it feels like the whole world is almost everything else is waiting and holding its breath for this. You don't see any cars out on the road. You don't even hear birds in the sky. Everything is just completely quiet and focused on this one thing, on this one on this battle which is about to take place, this all deciding last stand, as it is, because you guys have a plan, and as plans go, it's about as good as it's going to get under these circumstances. But there are 8 or 9 Guru. Well, there are 8 Guru plus you two, so that's 10 in all. Isn't that what we came up with? Anyway, it's somewhere in that vicinity. And about 20 odd she knights, and a handful of other Kithane, not mounted, but still, still standing, still fighting. A few trolls, a few knockers, a few satyrs, all standing and still, capable of holding their weapons and ready to defend Tara, and there is an absolute determination on everyone's face, but there is also a measure of resignation on the face of many of them. This realization that we're not going to get out of this alive, are we? And as you guys look upon this mass of creatures coming towards you, it isn't that difficult to see why people might think that way. The odd thing is, nobody seems to have brought firearms. Not even your enemies. They normally the worm isn't in any way against the use of mass amounts of firearms, but there seems to be something else going on here. They're armed with spears and swords and axes and knives and that sort of thing. When you look down there, some of them aren't armed at all. There are some black spiral dancers. You can make them out here and there, because obviously this is a battle. They are in Krenos for the most part. Some of them are in Hispo, but most of them are in Krenos. But there are, you would guess, several hundred Fomori out there. You have no idea how many Banes they've managed to manifest, but quite a lot. There are a lot of people coming towards you with ill intent. Obviously, you all know not all Fomori are created equal. There are some of them out there who are probably no stronger or maybe even weaker than your average human being, but they are still out there and they are still holding weapons and they're still able to do some damage. And you are outnumbered so badly, it's not even funny anymore. It's not, nobody there is willing to joke about it at this point. It's just that the number, the difference in numbers is simply too great.
So, how much extra stamina do I get from being in Krinos then?
4.
4. Yeah.
All right.
So I think if it wasn't for the fact that Liam is apparently a leader figure in this, he would also be resigned to the fact that he's going to die now, but he can't really. He doesn't have that luxury, I think.
No.
He has. So for him, it's all about rage.
Yes.
And
Well, Taryn's last D4 D10 roll were her subterfuge to, just not look scared. So she gets 1 success on not looking, oh fuck. So she actually keeps on somewhat okay outer exterior.
Well, as you as these guys move closer, the enemy is moving closer and closer and closer towards you. You would guess they may be 300 meters away by now. Suddenly you hear Barden breaking out in song, and he starts it, but others join in a little at a time. None of them really seem to know, none of them have reacted yet, at least, to Liam in a way that sort of screams, "We know what you are." That isn't really it. I mean, Siobhan looked, when he was basically the one giving the orders, she did send him a look of, hey, you're overstepping your authority here. But then again, what he said made sense, so she went with it. But and just added her own thoughts to it. But so it doesn't seem like anybody there is really terribly aware of him being, the reincarnation of a great hero. But Barden begins to sing, and it's he breaks out in a song which is literally called "The Blood of Kushulan." And one at a time, everybody else there, all the other Fina there, join in. 1 or 2 words into the song, they pick up on it. They join the song. And obviously, the point is that to the people of Ireland, Kushulan has always been this defiant, the hero of the defiant last stand. The one who just refused to give up no matter what the odds said. And it seems to give everybody that little bit of extra oomph, and then as the knights, those who are still mounted, because obviously the horses haven't escaped this unscathed either. But those who are still mounted and who move up and basically they form a wedge to punch into the enemy ranks. They ride past quite slowly, and each of them, as they do so, make sure to salute the handful of Guru that are still standing there. It's a very, very somber sort of scene, and after between 2 verses, Siobhan grins crookedly and says, over the years, no one really knows how many Irishmen have died on hillsides fighting invaders from the mainland. I never thought we'd be like them. It's not a bad way to go.
No, it really isn't.
It's not a bad
Let's try
way
and
to
see
go.
if we can't win the day.
Let's see if we can't win. But if we can't, at least this is a good way to go.
Yes, it is.
and she steps aside and lets one of the she get up in front, and he the one who takes point is the same one who asked Liam for orders earlier, and he checks over his shoulders, both shoulders, to make sure that everybody is prepared and ready, and that everybody is, nobody is hanging back or shirking. Not, who the hell would in this situation, but but he checks it anyway, and then he raises his lance and over his head, and as he lowers it, he with the same hand he slams the helmet, the visor on his helmet down, and his horse goes up on its hind legs. It kicks a couple of times, and the second the front hooves hit the ground, the charge begins. They basically they launch into a charge towards the dead center of the enemy line.
I think at that point Liam lifts his spear into the air and bellows with every bit of air he has in his lungs the words Kuchulan, before he too starts running.
Well, that gets everybody else joining in, obviously. That's about as good a war cry as you're ever going to find in Ireland.
His hope really is for... He's experienced some kind of manifestation of Kuchulan before, and his hope really is for that to happen again. Whether or not it does remains to be seen. But.
Yes, but that's what he's hoping.
Yep.
And you guys join the charge, obviously, and people go in Hispo or in Krinos, and of course these 20 men and women on horseback, heavily armored, wielding silver-tipped lances, and the devastation of their impact is something I'm going to leave to each of you to imagine. But think of it this way. Every single she on every one of those, and these are not small horses, these are destriers, these are great big full-blooded warhorse chargers. These are bred for this, with full barding, with them on their backs, with the armor and everything. We are talking somewhere in the vicinity of maybe 750 kilos of mass per night, crashing into the enemy line with with lances tipped in silver. It's not pretty, but it's very, very impressive.
Yep.
One of them literally runs one of these black spiral dancers through all the way up to the hilt of his lance, through the chest. His impact is so massive that he literally lifts the entire black spiral dancer in Krinos off the ground and carries him forward on the lance. And, you guys know how heavy you are in that form. It is a massive impact.
Yep.
And it does exactly what you wanted it to. It splits their line in two. So suddenly you have two groups. The problem, of course, is that they still outnumber you desperately.
Yeah.
But you slam into them, and you guys were going for one wing while the Fae were going for the other, as I recall, right?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So we have, just to narrate a little bit, it rages for a while, back and forth. The fighting goes back and forth for a while. The enemy, first and foremost, they throw their Fomori at you first. That's they are the cannon fodder, clearly. They throw those at you first, and they do more damage to the she and the other Fae than they do to you, because they are very banal creatures. So even being in their vicinity is painful for the Fae, but they are still fairly easily dispatched. For the Guru, you have a number of you rip through them more or less like rice paper. Yeah, sure, they managed to wound some of your friends here and there, but it's still you guys manage reasonably well. But before you even get through those ranks, manifested Bane spirits and the first Black Spiral dancers begin to join the fray, and that's when we're gonna have to get some initiatives from you two.
Yep. Okay, so in Krinos it's Dex +1. That is Dex plus Wits, if I remember correctly.
Yes, plus
Or
1d10. Dex plus
yeah,
plus
plus
1
1d10.
1d10, yes.
So
Let's see.
it's +8, and I don't have to sort. Ooh, cool. What size do you use for the text?
I'm using
40, I
20.
think.
I'm using 26.
26. Okay.
That's 26 for me. Oh, it changed. Good.
There we go. That's... And then I need to roll, obviously. I need to roll some initiatives. Because, that sort of thing happens. And...
I mean, we don't have to. I mean, we could just go first anyway. But
Ugh. Not impressive.
I don't
Good.
mind. That McAlpin guy has really spread himself around.
It's a whole clan of I mean, it's a Scottish clan. You don't have to be in direct family relation to the leader of the clan to still be a part of it.
But it's still family.
It's your uncle's it's your uncle's second cousin, not to the other side's wives, first husband's dog's previous owner.
I still kind of like the idea. Well, I don't like it of him just having a shit ton of babies.
He has that
Half
too.
of them
He's
be-
had many years in which to produce them.
Yes.
And he's a dancer, so he has that incentive too.
I have a question, Joe.
This is not good. Okay. Yes.
It's really good.
Yeah, it really is good. Would it make sense for us to activate gifts during the run?
Yes. Yes, it would.
Okay.
I
Well,
will let
Taryn
you
did.
I will definitely let you activate a gift during the run. I'm assuming, yes, for Terran that you're activating the what is it called?
Steel
Steel
fur.
fur thing. Yes.
You want me to roll it again?
Yes, please. Unless you did before, I didn't see it. But
I did.
okay, where is it? Ah,
Further up.
up there. Up there. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
8, I
7.
counted.
What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I see 7.
Did I miscount?
1.
I probably did.
Oh, there's a 10, of course. So yeah. Duh.
So it counts for 2, right?
Yes, it does. My bad.
Well, in that case, Liam has activated his Razor Claws.
Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. And yes, so basically each of you end up being faced by one of these what are they called?
Slaughterhounds.
Black spiral dancers, and the slaughterhounds are apparently or well, not apparently, by this point you have no doubt from having seen them in action a couple of times, they are Fomori, but they're dogs. They're dog Fomori. They're animals that have been perverted.
Fomoriized.
Yes, indeed. And so they're Bane possessed, obviously. And I'm going to say that number 1 and number 1 goes for Liam, and number 2 and number 2 goes for Taryn.
He gets pee and I get poop. I don't want poop.
I got number 4. What even is that?
I don't want to know!
I guess number 3 would be the man's thingy, and number 4 would be the woman's thingy.
Oh, come on, guys.
So you get period blood.
Oh, stop it! Oh!
Anyway.
Yes, anyway.
Lol.
All right,
She
guys.
asked. I just chose to answer.
Yes.
Please choose not to
you.
next time,
Yes,
please.
please. You.
Number 5 would be saliva.
No.
All right, here we go.
Number 6 would be vomit.
So, we've declared in reverse order, obviously, as per usual.
Yes.
And, well, they both of these groups, number 1s go for Liam, and number 2s go for Taryn, and they all attack. They don't they don't use gifts or powers or abilities or anything of the sort. This is a straight up slaughter.
Okay.
Yes. So there you go. Taryn, what do you want to do?
So they just go for us?
Yeah, they don't use gifts or powers. They simply go to. They try to kill you. They attack you. There's no special abilities being used. They just attack you.
Alright. Well, I'm built like a tank. At least I'm armor plated. So I'm just gonna go for them too.
Yes.
You know, the big black spiral dancer first and then the slaughterhound after.
Yes.
I think so. Remind me, dear storyteller, is it possible for me to split to get
it is.
2 actions?
Yes, it is. You can split your dice pool quite easily.
And how do I do that? Because it's basically 2. What I'm planning to do is have 1 attack and 1 dodge.
Yes.
Thing.
Well, then what you do is you take a look at your dice pools. What's your biggest dice pool of the 2?
My biggest dice pool would be.
Or actually, rather, let me ask that again. What's your smallest dice pool of the 2?
So remind me, dodging is what?
It's,
Athletics.
Yes, Dex plus athletics.
Okay, so that's basically the same.
So it's
8.
the same. 8 on both. Then you have 8 dice that you can distribute into 2 pools. You can have 2 pools of 4. You can have 1 pool of 3 and 1 of 5, 1 of 7 and 1 of 1. It's entirely up to you. But that's the number of dice you have to split between them. And I just need to know in advance how you split them.
Yeah, and I lied. I actually have 9 in both because plus 1 dex is a thing as Krinos. 5 in attack and 4 in dodge.
All right, sure.
Cool.
That is now a thing, and well, in that case, you're first.
I'm first. I'm going for the black spiral dancer who's charging at me. I might as well.
Yes.
So that's 5 dice using claws, and since I'm using claws, I had something with my razor claws. All claws. Okay, -1 difficulty, so that's cool.
So it's a 5 in difficulty.
5d10. 2 successes.
2 successes on to hit. Yes.
Yes.
And go ahead and roll. That was on which one again? I'm sorry.
Black spiral dancer
yes,
1.
1. Yes.
And I just need to calculate the damage. +4. So that's 9. That's 10. That's 12. 12.
Yes.
10. SD. That was poor.
Let me have a look.
Ones don't subtract, do they, from damage dice?
No, they don't.
Okay.
But if you have something on strength,
I do, but not. My specialty is strength reserves.
okay.
So
Also, if it's damage, tense doesn't really, count.
No, that's true. But anyway, well, yeah.
Otherwise,
actually-
the ones would actually have removed them anyway.
No, I believe that you can actually double them on damage. But yeah, anyway, it's fine. It
It's
doesn't.
damage
it does-
related, of course.
Yeah.
The
exactly.
specialty.
Exactly. So okay. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can't soak, because
actually, so Razor Claws reads as follows.
Yes.
The player spends 1 range. Blah 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 blah. All claw attacks do 2 additional dice of damage and are
Yes.
made at -1 difficulty for the
Yes.
rest of the scene. Is
Oh.
that both for attack and damage? Or is that
No,
just
that's for
damage?
attacks. That's for
Okay,
attacks.
cool.
Specifically.
Cool. Sweet.
But it's 2 extra dice of damage
Yeah,
on
I did
top
roll
of what you already get. So
Yeah, I did already roll those.
good.
Extra
Yeah.
2,
So here we go. Yes. Let me see if as I said, I can't soak those. I mean, with the amount of. Oh, he did. Okay, fair enough. He soaks.
Okay.
And then it's Taryn.
Yay! Die. If it weren't obvious on what I'm doing, I'm ripping him to pieces. I just have to remember all my die. What extra strength does you guys in Kranos? Because apparently I don't remember.
You get +3 strength.
All right.
bonus.
Kratos is +4.
Oh,
According to the character sheet in Roll20 at least.
yeah, but I can't hear what you're saying. So sorry. There was. Oh, we're. Did you say something, Helle?
Nothing of relevance.
Okay, fair enough. I am not sure, but let me just check something, because I think I finally found out what it was they messed up with the character sheet, because I do believe that you get +3 strength. Is it plus and +4? +3 strength and +4.
I no longer have the book, so I
No,
I
Krenos
can't
is
really
plus.
see myself.
Okay, Krenos is +4 strength and +3 stamina. That's the way it is.
All right.
Fair enough. I have the book here. +4 strength and +3 stamina.
And it's 1 extra dex, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. It
And
is.
it's dex brawl to attack him with
Yes.
claws.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Damage.
I kinda have to hit him first.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm kind of assuming that you will. He's not trying to defend himself.
Don't say that, I'll just end up rolling a lot of ones.
Mwahaha.
Apparently not.
That's good.
That's very
And I hope my dex thingy goes in under this.
What is your dex thingy?
I'm nimble as fuck.
Yes, that goes in under it. So
Yay!
that's 7 successes. Nice.
Nice! So 6 extra to damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using claws.
I kind of guessed.
So that's strength, and you have 4 extra strength. That's 7? 9 plus what? 6?
Yeah.
Am I right when I
And-
say it's 15?
It's. What's your strength? Sorry, again. Your strength in Krinos, what
My
is that?
strength in Krinos is 7.
Yes, +2 for claws.
That's
Plus,
9.
yes, +6 for extra dice from this. So yeah, 15. Go ahead.
Wow.
Let's see you tear him limb from limb. That would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Ooh.
That's actually a good roll.
Yeah, that's a pretty
very,
decent roll.
very
I
good
should have
roll.
had something that actually counted on strength here and damage.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Can I just point out we've seen 4 1s in a row with a previous roll tonight, and now we've seen 4 10s in a row.
Yes.
This is a night of epics.
Yes, it really is. Let's see what I
9
can do.
damage.
And he's soaking 4 of those, so that's still...
So he gets 5.
That's still 5 points of damage.
That's very good.
That is very, very good. Nice work there, Taran.
One-handed.
Yes. He comes at you, sees that you've only got one hand, gets all cocky and shit, and then half of his face is ripped off with a single swipe.
Concentrate on your fight, you bastard.
Mm-hmm. That definitely gets his attention the hard way.
Yeah, Liam is right. He should have rolled 2 more because he split his dice pool.
That's true. Yep.
What? That wasn't what I meant at all.
What did you
I
mean?
actually rolled 2 less. I actually did roll
I
2 less.
rolled 2 less damage
Oh, okay.
than I should have.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, remember it next time around.
Yeah. It's my own bad.
Yep. And Black Spiral Dancer El Numero Uno decides that, well, this puny fellow that he's standing in front of, cough cough, yeah, he's gonna return the favor. Oh, and I'm just gonna remind you of this one, Heine, just so that you're on the, you do have a clave, and it is silver. So
I know. I'm going to use it in my rage round.
Oh yeah, but just wanted to remind you because this is
Yep.
about as clutch as it gets.
Yeah. Yep.
And let's see if he can do something. It's not impressive. Well, it's four successes.
Let's see if if I can dodge that.
Oh yeah. Well, if nothing else. Oh my God!
I can.
Oh my God! Nice! You have 4 dice and you roll 4 successes. Wow!
And a 10.
That,
Do you
yes.
have a dex thingy?
I do. I have lightning reflexes.
Yep.
Woohoo! 5!
You managed to get out of the way. You don't get hit.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. He does look like this whole. No, is that the best you've got? And then he swipes at you with his great big clawed paw, and you just do the whole Matrix thing, duck out of the way. He's like, what?
And that's when I show him the clave.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Suddenly you're no longer puny. Suddenly you're no longer puny.
Nope.
And yes, we
Now
have.
it's his turn.
Now it's well he just failed miserably. So now it's the Slaughterhound that's attacking you, Aya.
Yeah.
And let's see what it can do.
Please nothing, please nothing, please nothing.
Well, it hits, but it's not a very good hit. Oh my God, my rolls are bad today.
I'm not complaining.
No, you won't hear us complain.
It's fine.
Well, here we go.
We won't mind surviving.
No, so you take the damage, I guess, or the you try to soak it with you and your enormous amount of soak dice.
She only got 16 soaks, and I can still be very unfriendly with the dice roller.
That's true, but Christ. Okay.
You know my history with Roll20.
Yes, I do.
But that
Yes, I
was
do.
apparently on my old
But
computer.
in
because
fairness,
this one
you
is nicer.
have to soak 4, so there you go.
Should be doable.
Yeah, maybe.
And then some.
How much did I overdo it?
A lot.
By about 5, I think.
I think you had 9 successes.
Good
Yeah.
God, yes.
No, 12, because my 10s act as 2.
Yes. Okay, so that is a no sell for the ages.
So the dog bites and has a trouble with metallic fur.
You should tell it that you survived having a building dropped on you.
Yeah, tell me that.
I don't think the dog really cares about that.
It should.
Well, just announce it to those around you and see.
And I have a feeling I'd rather want this kind of soak for the black spiral dancer, not the dog.
Yes.
Yes. We,
So cool.
such cool, all the awesome. And,
Yeah.
yes, that dog tries to bite into you and gets, probably has a slight feeling of having bitten down on an iron bar.
Well, spiky iron bar, because it's the fur that turned into steel.
Yeah, ow. Ow. Okay.
Not that it physically hurts
No,
it,
but it's definitely unpleasant.
I think it's like biting on barbed wire. That's
I
dull.
think so too. But, well, his Black Spiral Dancer comrade definitely wants to join the fun.
Sure.
And,
Come at me, bro. I didn't mean it that much.
oh, it doesn't matter if you mean it, as long as I keep rolling the way I do today.
Well, if it was a bite, he would have had more.
Well, so much for giving you this great big epic final battle. I'm rolling like a lemon, you know. Christ.
Well,
This
it
is epic
an
enough.
epic battle.
This is epic
We're
enough.
surviving everything you're throwing at us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Nuffle is on our side.
Yes, Nuffle is definitely on your side.
You've said that, now you've jinxed it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Nuffle is a fickle god.
Yeah, but Nuffle is nice.
Okay, here we go. That was the Black Spiral Dancer. Now it's the second Slaughterhound, which is...
Isn't he going to do damage?
Oh, yeah, right, obviously. Well, why do I even bother trying?
I don't know why.
Because I could still roll horribly, and you
Well,
could still
I
end
guess.
up rolling amazingly.
Like that.
True. Like, well, fair enough.
1, 2, 3, 4,
One,
5, 6.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, 5.
Yes, 6.
Oh, it's 6. It's 6, yes.
You soak it. Barely, but you soak it.
I soak every ounce of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine.
So he goes, haha, you're handicapped and you're tiny. I shall. Ow. She
Yeah.
gave me a punch.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
I
Never
broke
mind.
a nail.
Yeah, that's the 5 damage he got. He broke a nail hitting me.
Mhm.
Oh, claws cannot harm me.
Ah,
My
he is-
fur is like
he
a
is-
shield of steel.
He is clearly hurt. I mean, as I said, you almost ripped half of his face off him. You know,
That's
basically
why I
dragging
went
your
for him first.
dragging
because
your
that means
claws
he'll
along
get a
his
lot
cranium. So yeah,
that means he'll get a lot of minuses next round.
he
That's
will.
what I went for.
Yes, definitely he will. And Liam, the Slaughterhound on your side goes or gives it his well, its best shot, so to say.
Hit him with your best shot.
To see if
Well,
it
I
can
can't
actually-
dodge, so.
No, that's the thing. You can't dodge. But let's see if it can actually hit anything. And
3
yeah,
successes.
3 successes. And I rolled 1 too many there, so it's 2 successes.
Okay.
And let me see. That's an extra success on the... Yeah, okay, there we go. Wow, can you soak 3?
Go! You can do it!
Yep, you can.
Yay! You can soak
The
4.
dog
Too bad you
latches
don't get
onto
it,
onto
Peter.
your leg, and you just shake it off. Like,
Yeah.
Just to
Bad
make you
dog.
feel worse about your rolls tonight, John.
Hmm?
I realized that I've been soaking with 1 die too little because it's the Hispo stamina that is too low on the Roll20 character sheet.
Yeah, his bow stamina is 3, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hate-
but it's 2 on the character sheet, so I should have actually had 1 more die to soak.
I hate you a little bit right now, Hilly. Just a little, just a tiny smidgen.
You said that earlier. Huh.
Damn it! All right.
No, that was me. I
No.
will get to
Any-
you.
That was.
well, guys. Anyway, let's go and look at rage actions.
Yes.
Yes. Both of the Black Spiral dancers try to make the most of the situation. They both do it. They both split the first rage action into 2 attacks.
Okay. So they want to attack twice?
Yeah, they split the
Okay.
dice pool just like Liam did before.
I'm pondering on actually splitting mine too, but that would mean 3 and 3.
Well, Taryn, what do you want to do? So, do you want to give it that?
Well, the Slaughterhound, at least to her, is just like a chihuahua at the moment because, damn it, that's just useless. So she's gonna attack McAlpin again.
Yeah.
The big ugly dog, not the little ugly dog.
Yeah.
The big one.
And Liam's going to attack Black Spiral Dancer 1.
Right, and just wait, not splitting the dice or anything. Just full on
Can I?
roll. That's up to you.
tempted.
But you
I'm
have.
tempted.
You said you were pulling the clave.
Yes. No, let's go all out.
Okay, sure. You
Sing
go
that.
all out, and the well, let's start with you then, Liam. You are
Yes.
first in line.
Yes. So
Opposed to last in line. May he rest in pieces.
let's
Yes.
see.
May he rest in
Dex
pieces.
plus 1, that's 5. Plus melee, that's 8. Beats in.
Golia!
Fuck.
Yay!
One success.
One
It's
success.
better than
indeed.
none.
Yes, it's better than none, and it's silver. So there you go.
Can't
Yep.
so get.
Uh,
Go!
No, he can't.
5.
And remember that you get extra damage for a clave as well. There's
Yes.
Yes.
a strength bonus there.
So that's 5 unsoakable,
Yeah.
as far as I can tell.
Splat.
Let's see. Yep, it is. It is.
Actually, doesn't he get a rage heal?
Only if he's about to die, and he isn't.
Oh
He's-
yeah, it's only if he
Yeah,
ends
yeah.
up in incapacitated. But if he goes beyond, he just did.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, actually, if he goes below in cap, he can try it as well. But that's the point, is that he's not in cap. This Black Spiral Dancer hadn't actually taken any damage yet. So he's taking 5 points of damage
Oh.
now. It's the one that you were fighting that took damage, not this guy.
Oh,
So
okay.
now what? I'm assuming that you want to finish the job on the one that you're working on, Taryn.
I'll try at least.
All right, go ahead. Did you want to split your attacks or go all out?
Nah,
Okay.
I'm going all out, hoping to take him up now.
Sure.
Woo!
That is not a bad roll.
Nope.
That is fine. Okay, yeah.
And I still have my
Yep.
nimble as fuck.
Yep, definitely. Go ahead and roll some damage.
So it's 6, but it's 5 I hit with. All this math. I hate mathing.
Yep, it is. And it's claws that you're using? So it's,
Yeah, so
Strength?
it's 9 with my strength, and then 5 here, so it's 14.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, if it's claws, you only add the 4 dice if you had 5 successes.
I have 6 successes.
Yeah, because there's
Yeah,
a 10.
because I have a 10.
Oh, right.
You know, speciality and all that.
That was sad. Okay, 3, 6. He soaks 3, and you do how much damage? You do 6 damage. Right. Let's see if he can keep standing after that. If he's capable of rage healing.
Brrr.
Yep, he can.
Damn it!
So, he's still standing, but he's now at least used his rage heal.
He should also do a rage check, otherwise he could frenzy.
That's a very good point. Let's see if he can do that. Yes, he could frenzy.
Holy shit!
That's one very, very angry Black Spiral Dancer. Not that I think
The pooch got angry!
I don't think it makes that big of a difference to you guys, but
Nope.
It means he's a little more irrational than before.
yes, he is now definitely a very, very, very
A raging
angry...
werepug.
Yes, and well, he doesn't have the pug face, but yeah.
He's probably inbred in some other manner.
Oh hell yes, he's got an almost human face, almost human face.
Ew.
Yeah, it's very disturbing.
Were human.
Yeah,
Ew.
and he's also completely hairless. There's no fur on him at all, so
Weremonkey.
really ugly, really ugly. And that's then it is the first of these Black Spiral Dancers. He wanted to split his attacks on Liam.
Yep.
I'd hoped he would stay down so he didn't get his
I'll just roll both attacks at the same time. So
Sure.
yeah, that's 2 times 3 successes.
Okay. So I soak both of those.
Yes,
Okay. So the first one.
Yep.
That soaks.
that's the soaking thing.
And
But
the
you still
second-
have to make a
Yeah,
damage
I'm-
roll.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. On the first one, you soak all of that. And the
Yes.
second one is not as good. Let's just be honest and say that. Oh shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes,
Ow.
and you soak 2 of them, so you take 6 points of damage.
Ow. It's a good thing you're right beside me.
It really is.
Yes, indeed.
Ow.
Stamina. No, that's tireless, so that doesn't
The
work.
point is, he still has another rage action this round, and Darren doesn't.
Yep. Let's see. Damage. There we go.
But you do have your rage heal if that should happen. So there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
4, 5,
And
6. I'm down to crippled at the moment.
Yes. So yeah, you lay into him, and he manages to return the favor by he literally digs his claws into your rib cage with both hands, and then squeezes. You can feel your ribs crushing
Ouch.
between his fingers. It is excruciatingly painful. And then it's the second one that is facing Taryn. I'm just gonna roll both of them at the same time. So yeah, that's 2 successes and 2 successes. You gonna soak the whole thing?
2 and 2.
Yeah, well, it's on 2 hits.
I see a 3, 4, 2, 6. How do you make that to 2 successes?
That's true. It's 2 and 1. Sorry, I saw that's 4 as an 8 for some reason. I have no idea how. So it's 2 and 1.
So 1 extra to one and none extra to the other.
Okay? You ready?
Sure.
And let's take the other one. Okay, that's wow. That's the first one soaked. There 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the first one actually. So it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. Second one, whatever.
Lol.
I like Joe's reaction. Whatever.
I imagine that whenever they don't actually go through her armor, it just sounds like claws on a metal wall.
Pretty much. Well, we have more of these McAlpin rage actions, though. So they both continue what they are doing, but both of them have this. Okay, you know, the one in front of Liam is facing, or he's eyeing the possibility of a coup de grace, so he settles for one big blow, and the second one realizes that he needs to put all his strength into this if he's ever going to have any chance of getting through the armor. So they use one. So
Sure.
yeah, the first one is on Liam.
Yep.
Oh no.
That is a sad roll. That's 2
That's
successes.
good.
And let's see.
No, I personally think there should have been a couple of ones in it too.
That is a not quite so sad roll, but it's not terribly good. Well, it's let me see, 1,
Soak
2,
4.
3, 4. Yep, give me a rage roll for rage healing, please?
Yes. And I need to see how much.
Because you're in cap on this.
Yes.
Ooh, 2!
Yeah, let me just make a roll here. Let me just make a roll here. All right. You get 2, and then you have this. There's this incredibly this indescribable feeling of fury in your chest. You again. It's not unlike what happened back at the zoo. Where you suddenly started seeing everything, everything was strange and weird and so on. It's the same sort of thing that happens here. Everything flashes in front of your eyes for a moment. You get 2 health points back for your rage roll, and then you get 3 more for the one that Kushulan gives you.
Oh, thank you.
As I said, it's a good thing his ancestor were a stubborn bastard.
But
Thanks, Grandpa.
yes, but you do lose control. And Taryn, you see him getting up, and there is nobody home. Liam is, if you went over there and looked into, closely into one of his ears right now, it would say Liam is out. We'll be back later.
No, it would say Windows has fucked up, shutting all windows and rebooting.
Pretty much. It's he is at least there's no way of contacting him. What you see or hear is that he bellows something in what you presume to be Old Irish, or Gaelic.
Well, she's heard it a couple of times now.
Yes, but again, this is.
She doesn't understand it, but
no,
she's heard
and it's a very
sounds.
ancient dialect. It's not, the kind of Gaelic spoken today either. So he shouts something, gets up, and the Black Spiral dancer, who basically just delivered what should have been a death blow to him, is standing there looking completely baffled. It's like, what just happened? And Liam, for your eyes, you are facing an army of, well, it's still an army of monsters, but you're the only one there. There is nobody there to fight them except you. Everyone that you knew, every friend you ever had, are either not there or they lie dead behind you. You don't even have to turn around to see the corpses. You know they are there. And somewhere across the battlefield, beyond the monster, which is right now standing in front of you, leering and grinning at you, this Fomorian, as it is, standing right in front of you. You know that, or actually not Fomorian, but this Milesian that's standing in front of you, laughing and leering and grinning at you. You know that beyond that guy, and beyond the few others that are now encircling you, poor things who don't know what the fuck they've gotten themselves into, beyond them is the king of the Milesians. You know that he's there. You can almost taste this battle. It's that real. It's that tangible for you. But this puny thing standing in your way just needs to be shoved out of the way. You have somewhere else to be, and he's not worthy of your time.
Cool.
And well, we do need some new initiative.
What about the guy attacking Taran?
Oh, right, he hasn't done so yet. Let's well, let's give him a chance.
Not that I'm like, well, I really want to be murdered, but it's just like,
Decent roll though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Cool. Damage?
Yep, I am rolling an extra 3. Oh, sorry, extra 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. And you roll 1, 2, 3, 4,
10.
5, 6, whatever. Whatever!
I imagine that the guy fighting Taryn looks up the second she gets word because, oh fuck, her alpha went down! And then... What? Did you tickle my neck?
Mm-hmm. Well, here goes. New round and new initiative, please. And Liam, if you hadn't guessed it so far, you have to spend rage.
Yes.
I kind of
Oh my
imagine.
god, that's horrible.
Yes. Dex plus wits. 5.
You know, having this kind of armor is kind of like a double-edged sword.
God.
I need to take damage for the first time to get rage back.
Yeah. Also,
And I
remember
haven't
that
taken
you
any.
remember. By the way, we keep forgetting this, but your difficulties on attacking are actually one higher.
I thought I just lost a die. I've been subtracting a die.
Oh, that's right. That's the one. It's the troll skin one that gives you a higher
Yeah.
difficulty. That's right.
Yeah, the
but
troll can give you
Trollskin,
higher.
that's only to social rolls
Yes.
and only to those that aren't intimidated.
Indeed.
But I lose a dex die because I'm made of metal.
Yes.
Regarding the whole taking damage and regaining for the first time and regaining rage, I messed up in another way. I took damage before I spent any rage,
Oh.
so I could have had more rage than I
Yeah.
have. I'm down to 1 rage.
Speaking of which, of course, Heine, needless to say, you do get a rage point back.
So,
Yeah.
Joan, I have lightning reflexes. How does that affect my initiative, if at all?
It means that you can reroll tens. On your initiative as such. No, it doesn't. It means that you can react very swiftly and dodge things. I would say that under, for example, normally you can't dodge a bullet, but under very specific circumstances you might be given a shot because you have that anyway. So
Cool.
anyway, let's see that I need to. It's 14 on that guy, and it's 10 on this guy, and this one is 10, and this one is 8, because I suck mightily and I can't roll for shit. Okay, he's actually, the Slaughterhound is first, but
He wants to be
Liam
noticed
is-
now.
Liam is what is your modifier, Liam?
+8.
Yeah, then you're still first, between you and the
Yes.
BSDs and the Slaughterhounds and stuff. So yeah, okay. Then this is the order of things. We shall do in reverse order. Number 1 is obviously still interested in actually killing Liam, but it's not giving up. So he launches another attack.
Sure.
The other Black Spiral Dancer in front of or who's fighting Taryn is obviously, he had a pretty good go at it last time. He's still hopeful that he might be able to do something, but
But he hasn't hurt me yet.
no, he hasn't hurt you yet, which is why he's going to do this and use a gift.
Aww.
And we have then it's the Hound, which is fighting Liam, and it is still fighting Liam. And then we
Right
have,
now, those two, I just imagine them like little yippy chihuahuas that tries to
Pretty
do
much,
something
yes.
but can't really.
pretty much. Liam, what do you do?
I'm going to attack the Black Spiral Dancer I've been fighting so far.
Yeah, just to get away, basically to get through him.
Yes.
Yeah, and move on, because again, you have this clear notion that there's something beyond him.
Emphasis on through him.
Yes. Ew. Okay,
A gazooed.
yes. Taryn, what do you do?
Well, I kind of want to go with my alpha, but there's a guy in front of me who's being a little annoying mosquito, so I think I have to, down him.
Right. You do that, or that's what you intend to do, and of course.
Well, basically, she sees her alpha getting up to go away, and she just looks at him, and now you're in the way.
Well,
and then just
technically she doesn't.
Off.
She sees Liam making to attack this.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But the Slaughterhound number 2 is still gonna go for Taran as well. So basically, that's pretty simple. But I do need both both of you to give me a perception plus alertness roll, and that is for you as well, Liam. Even though you're seeing everything in a wonky and weird kind of way.
Yep. 2
Is
successes.
it smell or
Successes,
sight
indeed.
or what?
It's sight.
All right.
So 2 successes for each of you. All right. You both notice that in the not too far away, the guy that the Taran healed earlier, Owen, the Heart of the Mountain, he's clearly a very, very ferocious warrior himself. He's got a number of dead enemies lying around him already, and he turns around into to look at another enemy, and you see him differently. The enemy in question, you see him differently. You see him, or Taran sees him as obviously as a black spiral dancer in Krenos, with darkness literally dripping off him. You can't see anything. It's like his entire outline swallows light. The only thing about him that isn't darkness, just black on black, would be his eyes. Those are his eyes that are greenish yellow and look like they're aflame. And for Liam, what you see is a heavily armored Milesian warrior with all the bearing of a king, basically.
Murder it!
And as you guys both see Owen turning around to facing this guy, well, you don't see that obviously, Liam, because you don't see anyone else. But you see this enemy coming towards you. He stops for a moment and like he's swatting something out of the way, maybe a bug or something, and then he resumes walking towards you. What you see, Taran, is that this enormous hulking brute of a black spiral dancer walks up to Owen, or steps up to him, and very nearly tears him in two. He hits him or slashes at him with a blade, and Owen more or less disintegrates. He comes apart in pieces. It's a very, very quick death, if nothing else, but you've never seen anything like it. That was more violent than when the first time when you saw that black spiral dancer get pulled apart with in the cemetery, and it was this is probably the most brutal thing you've ever seen in your life in a battle. He's ripped apart, and it's a Krenos. It's a werewolf in Krenos getting ripped apart. The strength that it takes is absurd. And then we go back to actually what we're going to go back to. We're going to take a short break from this fight, because we're going to need to take a break on the recording, and we will be right back with more Song of Tara after the break.